Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware.
On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering
LOOY Ransomware joins the Stop Djvu ransomware family. Capcheck.co.in is a website associated with a browser hijacker. Alrucs Service is a process that may be associated with malware. Every week, new strains are added to the Stop Djvu ransomware family, and this time it is LOOY Ransomware. Like other variants, this version locks target files and then demands a ransom fee to restore file access. Malicious programs like LOOY Ransomware can be distributed via software bundles. So if you tend to download freeware or pirated apps via torrent or cracked software sites, you may end up installing similar threats. LOOY Ransomware locks most of the popular file types, including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption process, LOOY Ransomware adds the LOOY extension to the affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder that contains encrypted files. When LOOY Ransomware is downloaded and installed, it employs the AES encryption algorithm to lock up target files. More often than not, information stealers like VDAR and Zeus are deployed alongside ransomware, and this allows hackers to access sensitive user information before encrypting the files. Thus, it is possible that LOOY Ransomware comes with an info stealer as well. Once the file encryption is complete, LOOY Ransomware demands a ransom in exchange for the decryption key. The decryption key costs $980, but the ransomware's operators will offer a 50% discount and only charge $490 if the victim contacts them. Every week, new strains are added to the Stop Djvu ransomware family, and this time it is LOOY Ransomware. Like other variants, this version locks target files and then demands a ransom fee to restore file access. Malicious programs like LOOY Ransomware can be distributed via software bundles. So if you tend to download freeware or pirated apps via torrent or cracked software sites, you may end up installing similar threats. LOOY Ransomware locks most of the popular file types, including photos, music, documents, and videos. During the file encryption process, LOOY Ransomware adds the LOOY extension to the affected files and leaves a ransom note on the user's desktop and in every folder that contains encrypted files. When LOOY Ransomware is downloaded and installed, it employs the AES encryption algorithm to lock up target files. More often than not, information stealers like VDAR and Zeus are deployed alongside ransomware, and this allows hackers to access sensitive user information before encrypting the files. Thus, it is possible that LOOY Ransomware comes with an info stealer as well. File encryption is complete, LOOY Ransomware demands a ransom.
To protect yourself from the LOOY ransomware attack, you should practice safe web browsing habits like refraining from opening email attachments from unknown senders and downloading programs from unreliable sources. You should also have a reputable malware remediation tool installed on your computer. That way you can scan for elements associated with this ransomware and other malware. Also, to reduce the potential damage of a future ransomware infection, please consider backing up your files on an external hard drive or cloud storage.
Capcheck.co.in is an unreliable website that may expose unsuspecting users to potentially harmful content. Associated with browser hijackers, adware, and other potentially unwanted programs, PUPs, this website poses a potential security risk. Capcheck.co.in operates through unreliable tactics. enticing users to enable push notifications under false pretenses. Once permission is granted, the website gains the ability to inundate users with intrusive pop-ups, often promoting subpar content or leading to untrustworthy websites. Its association with dubious advertising networks further exacerbates the issue, as it may expose users to a myriad of scams, fraudulent schemes, and possibly malware-infected links. How does capcheck.co.in spread? The dissemination of capcheck.co.in typically occurs through various channels, including misleading messages. Users may encounter deceptive messages or advertisements promising enticing offers, discounts, or exclusive content, leading them to visit the website and enable push notifications unknowingly. Bundled software. Capcheck.co.in may be bundled with legitimate software downloads or distributed through software bundling techniques, thereby infiltrating users' systems without their explicit consent. Clickbait links. Malicious links disguised as legitimate content or enticing offers can redirect users to capcheck.co.in, where they are prompted to enable push notifications. How do I remove capcheck.co.in and associated programs? To safeguard your computer and protect your online privacy from the threats posed by capcheck.co.in and its associated programs, follow these steps for removal. Disable push notifications. For Chrome, go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Site Settings, Notifications. Locate capcheck.co.in and remove it from the list of sites allowed to send notifications. For Firefox, go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Permissions, Notifications. Remove capcheck.co.in from the list of allowed websites. For Safari, go to Safari, Preferences, Websites, Notifications. Remove capcheck.co.in from the list of websites allowed to show notifications. Uninstall suspicious programs, navigate to Control Panel, Windows, or Applications, Mac, and uninstall any unfamiliar or suspicious programs that could be associated with capcheck.co.in. Reset browser settings. Reset your browser settings to default to remove any lingering traces of capcheck.co.in or related browser hijackers. Be sure to clear cache, cookies, and browsing history to eliminate any stored data linked to the malicious website. Don't forget to save any bookmarks or other customizations because a full browser reset may delete them all. Use antivirus software. Run a comprehensive scan using reputable antivirus software to detect and remove any remaining traces of unwanted software on your system. Exercise caution online. Stay vigilant while browsing the internet, avoiding suspicious links, ads, or offers that seem too good to be true. Regularly update your operating system, browsers, and security software to mitigate potential vulnerabilities. In conclusion, with its possibly harmful intentions, capcheck.co.in may pose certain risks to unsuspecting users. By remaining vigilant, exercising caution online, and implementing proactive security measures, users can safeguard themselves against the threats posed by such unreliable websites. Remember, awareness and informed decision-making are the first lines of defense in the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity. It's hard to trust anything in the online world when there are tricky things like Alrucs Service pretending to be harmless while they actually pose certain threats to computer systems and user privacy. We're going to look at how stealthy Alrucs Service is, explaining how it spreads and why it's important to get rid of it from affected systems. Alrucs Service represents a malicious process camouflaged as a legitimate service within a computer system. Despite its innocuous appearance, this service can be intrinsically tied to malicious activities, primarily centered around cryptocurrency mining and rootkit deployment. Its presence signifies a breach in system security, as it operates surreptitiously to exploit computational resources for illicit gains. The manifestation of Alrucs Service heralds numerous detrimental consequences for affected systems and users alike. Cryptocurrency mining. Alrucs Service serves as a conduit for cryptocurrency mining operations, clandestinely utilizing the computational power of infected systems to generate digital currencies. This surreptitious activity not only compromises system performance, but also imposes a significant strain on hardware components, which could potentially lead to overheating and hardware failure. Rootkit. In addition to its role in cryptocurrency mining, Alrucs Service may facilitate the introduction of rootkits, malicious software designed to infiltrate and gain privileged access to a system covertly. This clandestine access grants malicious actors unfettered control over the infected system, exacerbating security vulnerabilities and compromising user privacy. How does Alrucs Service spread? Malicious downloads. Users may inadvertently download and execute malware-infected files or applications, thereby introducing Alrucs Service onto their systems. Exploitation of vulnerabilities. Cybercriminals exploit security vulnerabilities within operating systems or software applications to deploy Alrucs Service remotely, often via malicious scripts or exploit kits. Phishing attacks. Phishing emails or fraudulent websites may entice users into downloading malicious payloads masquerading as legitimate software updates or utilities, facilitating the distribution of Alrucs Service. How do I eradicate Alrucs Service from my system? To mitigate the harmful effects of Alrucs Service and restore system integrity, the following steps should be undertaken. Use antivirus software. Employ reputable antivirus or anti-malware software to conduct a thorough system scan and identify and remove instances of Alrucs Service and associated malware. Update security patches. Regularly update operating systems, software applications, and security patches to mitigate vulnerabilities exploited by Alrucs Service and other malware variants. Monitor system performance. Monitor system performance and resource utilization using Task Manager or similar utilities to identify abnormal CPU activity possibly indicative of Alrucs Service. Exercise caution online. Exercise caution when downloading files or clicking on links from unknown or untrusted sources to mitigate the risk of inadvertently introducing Alrucs Service onto your system. Implement network security measures. Employ robust network security measures, such as firewalls and intrusion detection systems, to prevent unauthorized access and mitigate the spread of Alrucs Service within network environments. In conclusion, the presence of Alrucs Service within a computer system poses a significant threat to system integrity, user privacy, and overall cybersecurity. By understanding its modus operandi, propagation methods, and remediation strategies, users can effectively safeguard themselves against the dangers posed by this threat. Vigilance, proactive security measures, and prompt action are imperative in combating Alrucs Service and preserving the integrity of digital ecosystems.
You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.